This is the longest pre-sale video ever. You're gonna need a beer or a coffee or both. Grab some popcorn, settle in, and get ready to see the full lineup. This is your deep dive into the 2025 Ben Nevis Bull Sale.
Erica and Stu, as always, unbelievable to be here. You guys have turned the weather on.
Beautiful day, Ben.
Positively balmy.
Yep.
I mean, it was
Beach weather.
It's been brutal.
brutal's the word, but we've enjoyed the mud. Really exciting lineup of bulls. You guys just get better and better every year.
This is the combination of a lot of years, and it started in the drought when we cleaned out the back end of the herd, and we went down the path of family lines, and we concentrated hard on the best lines, and we got rid of the rest. And as a result of that, we were easily able to grab, when we were joining, a family line crossed with a sire we liked, and this is the result. We've combined phenotype, we think, with trying to put something under the hide as well. So people who are chasing the MSA market or the top end markets with, say, marbling, we're hoping we're sort of going to deliver some pretty good bulls for that market.
Pat, we're going to try a new way of looking at bulls, and this is really exciting. So the first lineup of bulls we've got is the quartz line.
Yep.
Yeah. So tell me why. Tell me about it.
Well, we've only got 4 quartzes in the sale, but each of them are probably some of the star bulls are actually in the sale. The reason why we invested in the quartz bull, predominantly the dam was the first reason that got us excited. What we really love about this bull is the depth of rib, which he gets from the sire, the depth of flank, but particularly you can see in this bull, Benny here, how deeply they tie in the flank. The other thing that we're after, a lot of people hear me talk about it, is a clean seat to their pants, and that indicates the softness and the doing ability of these bulls. Just beautiful temperament. So we'll be using this bull again. We use him predominantly over Pythagoras lines, Timonium Pythagoras, which has Pythagoras is one of the highest marbling bulls in the breed. So we've actually got the type and the quality of the quartz line with the inherent marbling of the Pythagoras females, and it's just worked an absolute treat. This is why, look at that, beautiful.
Happy, next up we got the networks, and tell me a bit about them.
Yeah, so these are the first heart networks that we're aware of. I might be wrong, but they're first heart networks to sell in Australia. And they're out of our really good gene line, out of the S47 cow, which her granddam was the Ben Nevis gene H215, which made the $82,000. So we've got a heap of maternal in here, but look at the thump we've added in the hindquarters of these bulls and the spring and dimension to their rib. And again, we've got the softness of the gene maternal line, the easy doing of a gene maternal line, and the little bit of look at me that all these fellas have got. They're all full brothers. Bit hard to know how to lot them.
They are tremendously thick, aren't they?
What I love about these is the spring and dimension over the cup of these guys. The beautiful heads on them. Yeah.
They're so thick, aren't they?
So thick. And again, we've got that nice silky seat to their pants, which you know that I love and indicates to me animals that do better, the ones that clean up quicker, their daughters and going calves earlier in the spring. But just look at the thump and the stifle on these fellas. And the big ribs on them, the big hips on them, and the big tops in them. And that beautiful head, which reflects everything else behind them.
I actually thought it was his. That's why I said, what's the time? And you're going, oh, thanks, Steve, I'm getting the clothes off.
Hap, I reckon these Rambo lines have got even better. Just this lineup of calves is spectacular.
Yeah, well, we had Rambo a couple of years ago in the sale. He sold for $70,000 to a syndicate, including Banquet, Coogan Hills, Burnley. We bought a share back in the bull because we're so impressed with his first cards. So our first cards popped at 40, and we had 3 that were in the $30,000 with his sons. What we love about the Rambo is the extra shape of carcass. He's one of those rare bulls in the breed that has high marbling. He's got 3% of the breed for marbling. He's an outcross for marbling, and yet he has muscle shape. And you can see that muscle expression through the lower thigh, through the jump muscle, over the top, spring and dimension there to the rib that you can see on this fella here. And what we also love about him is those beautiful heads. So he's a very special bull to us. He's by Newsflash, which is out of the gene H215 cow again. So you see her feet quite a bit, the $82,000 name. And yeah, we're just so delighted that we've been able to combine this muscle and this carcass.
Yeah, they're certainly impressive. Top lines are just absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, they're just beefcakes right along. They're a little bit earlier in their maturity pattern. We're going to have Rambo for a number of years. We love our Rambo females. We bought Sunstone to go over our Rambo females. Oh, and I forgot to mention he sired the $230,000 Banquet Tom Cruise bull too. So
Oh, so there's a fair pedigree here.
there's a fair pedigree.
Okay, last run of bulls. It's about to snow, so
Just so pretty.
but Dunoon Sunstone, what an impact he's had.
Yeah, you know, we had a feeling about this bull when we saw him. He'd been used, but we just liked the type and the style of him, and we actually thought how well he would go over the Rambo. We bought him specifically to go over to Rambo, because Rambo has that really round, expressive muscle shape, but we wanted something to soften and deepen the muscle, and that's exactly what Sunstoners does. So we specifically wanted this low down to the hock muscle, going deep through the quarter. We wanted to deepen through the flank and rib a little bit, and importantly stretch the neck out a bit, and it complements Rambo so well in that. Both of them up in the top 5% of the breed for IMF, but both of them are really good looking, good type for bulls. The other thing that we love about the Sunstones is their beautiful nature. They are just so quiet. And again, you can see this lovely, this bull here is actually a Rambo Sunstone cross, which is exactly what we were trying to do.
Tell me, there's got to be some stud sire potentials here as well.
Yeah, there absolutely are. The other thing why we bought Sunstone, I think we really needed in the breed. He stands really up on the great depth of heel, excellent feet, but it's the tail setting. So we've taken a number of those tail settings we get from America that are up too high and they've flattened from hip to pin. Sunstone brings that lovely angle back from the hip down to the pins and sets that tail back where it should be. So that's what we absolutely love about the Sunstones. And if you want to improve that part of your herd and strengthen up through the loin, this is the bull to do it.
We're below average for birth weight, well above average for growth, and well above average for carcass traits.
We've been measuring since before I was involved here, that like back in the 80s they were doing all the pedigree and performance recording. The EBVs have come in later. We came in fairly late with the really pushing the numbers because we wanted to see the real article, and so we're always a phenotype herd. Now we've got the ability with some of the sires that we've used and the joining programs we've used. Now we've actually got EBVs now that are, well, we're really proud of them.
Yeah.
So it's a nice combination of both.
You tend to hear people say that they're either carcass or they're maternal, and we've never believed that, have we? We've believed that we can maintain the type of animal that has been so successful for my dad for like 75 years. But blend in enough IMF and carcass under the hide to ensure that our clients can meet that marble score 3 to 5, which we think is sort of the sweet spot, and get them into the premium markets.
Absolutely.
That was the deal, wasn't it?
So we needed to get there, and we believe that all these bulls are there, and we're trying to chase what Angus are good for, which is growth, milking ability and fertility. So we've got the carcass and we wanted both, and we think we're there now.
And it's an absolute credit to you, really. I hate to say this because it sounds such a cliche, but it's the best lineup of bulls that I've seen from you. You've always had great cattle. I know next year is probably going to be even better, but it's just an absolute honour to be here. And the cattle, both the yearlings and the 16-month-old bulls, they're something really to be proud of.
Yeah, we actually feel as though they're the best group of bulls we've ever had too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty proud of them.
Yeah. Thanks, Benny.
like being on a film set today. We had a lot of people in for Hollis.
We had some superstars.
We had some superstars, a superstar horse.
Yeah, superstar horse. Nice.
We did a bit of cameo from that.
Jim, Jim's horse. That was
The
great.
weather was a cameo as well, in and out all day with like rain, cold, miserable. So thanks to everyone that was here today. It was just awesome. Thanks always to Milo, he's over there. Our agent, sticks with us.
Smiling happily.
Yeah. And thanks to you, Ben.
Freezing cold.
My bully. Come here. Come here. He likes his head scratches.
I was planning on being very cowboy hat, very glamorous this afternoon. Didn't quite pan out that way. I feel like I'm the Michelin Man. I have so many layers on. You love this thing, don't you?
I love it so
Not
much.
the look
I'm
I
gonna
was
get
after
one.
today.